Into the indoor pool, the deep end, one whole block away on the other side of the building. You know who swam in that pool? The first talking Tarzan from the old black and white Tarzan movies, an actor named Johnny Weissmuller. You see, before Johnny became an actor, he was an Olympic gold medal swimmer, and in 1927 he used that swimming pool to train for the Olympics. I just realized I'm a teacher. I haven't asked you any teachery questions yet. So here's your first question of the tour. It's an easy one. Just call out the answer. You don't even have to raise your hands in this classroom. You ready? What year was the automobile invented? You are exactly like my sixth graders. You were all looking at me through this mirror as I asked the question. And as soon as I finished asking it, all your eyes were doing that. Nobody would look at me anymore. You guys are awesome. Listen, I don't know what year, sometime in the late 1880s, but when Henry opened these hotels in 88, nobody was driving to Florida yet. They were coming to town on the railroad. That's why we do this on something that looks like a train. So listen, instead of parking lots back here, here's where a lot of that fun stuff was located, like the tennis courts, the bicycle training academy, and things that I mentioned in that one breath that went by too fast for you to hear. And we are now in a neighborhood called Lincolnville. Lincolnville, named in honor of President George Washington after he crossed the Potomac River in 1750. Wait a minute. Something didn't feel right about that. Let me try that again. Lincolnville, named in honor of President Abraham Lincoln after Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. St. Augustine realized those folks that were getting their newfound freedom weren't going to have a place to build their houses, so the city bought up all the orange groves and farmland on the south end of town. Ma'am, I see you pointing at all those signs. I'll come back through Lincolnville and talk about it for you. I'll explain why those signs are there. Okay? So I got an option. I can go down King Street or I'll come back through here. I think that'll be good. So anyway, the city said, listen, you're getting your freedom. Congratulations, welcome back to St. Augustine as free men. If you get a job, we'll give you a free piece of land here on the south end of town to build your houses on. And they built this beautiful neighborhood that they named Lincolnville. Now this one house, this was built for one of the great-granddaughters of President Thomas Jefferson, who lived here in Lincolnville for a handful of years. You know what the restaurant is called that's in that old preserved house now? It's called Preserved.